Oh,
Yeah.
hey man! By the way, you're caught into a vortex of black holeness.
Hey man, you know, this is Savage AF, and I figure I had to go to the extreme to prove how black we are. You know, I'm
Yeah,
Black Pedro, one of the hosts, and then you Shang. And you
yeah.
always been real black, even though you light skinned did. But I was just gonna,
I'm
you
like,
know,
did you ask did on there?
did.
Oh shit!
I'm,
Did. Yeah, wow.
this is how I prove how black we are. Savage AF. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. This is the blackest politics, hot topics, and current events show in the
Black in
interweb, outer space, inner space, web space, place, social media place.
Black in the black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
Hey,
That
Savage
was
AF, man.
old school.
Forget your feelings. Facts matter.
Yeah.
We will be cursing in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But
Yeah.
until in the meantime, in between time, just know that myself, Black Pedro, and this guy right here, Shang, we are here for you Monday through Friday, typically 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. Now,
Simultaneously, wow! I love the way you did that. It sounded very majestic. I think it works for you.
yeah, currently I am under a suspension on Instagram and can't go live or by
Again?
Well, no, it's until the 20th. So I got 9
that's right. It's a yeah. I got you.
It's a current situation. So I do have a return date to that. But anyways, go to our YouTube channel, go to Facebook. Listen, we're there live. If you miss us, that's your fault. But if you
It's
ever
scrolling.
do,
It's
if you miss a
scrolling right.
live show, our YouTube channel, the URL is at the bottom of the screen, youtube.com/c/SavageAFWorld. All one
And
word.
get there. Get there with your hands. Get there with your mind. Get there with your soul. And do this.
Wow, that felt like the intro to Jurassic Park 7 or something.
It was epic. It's epic. And
Epic.
while you're there, I know that a lot of y'all have thumbs and you don't use them correctly. And I'm trying to teach y'all that it's very important to use your thumbs. But we need your thumbs up because it helps us with the algorithm. Thumbs up. Now, that ain't where it ends. You know what? Subscribe. Comment, share, whatever you got to do. Wipe it on your chest. Whatever you got to do. Yeah, make sure you do that. I see a lot of people jumping in the feed, but that's not the only thing that is. We ask you to subscribe. It's very important, but that's not the only thing. If you look up top, it says Savage AF, but it's actually Savage A.F. on Facebook. So make sure you check us out on Facebook. If you check us out on Facebook, you'll feel better about yourself and you won't want to commit suicide.
Yeah. Screaming rabbit at your door. Also, man, this is way more important than anything else. And even though currently suspended, still need them. It's like,
wait a minute. What did you say? You looked so crazy just now. Still need them.
Instagram. Follow us. Without that, comedians are nothing. Might as well go down and get some work at the post office. At Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang. Also on the twin cousin app Threads, at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang. Also on Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. I'm starting to get some followers on Blue Sky. I'm not there yet. I'm at 200, but it's growing. So make sure you check us out both on Blue Sky. It's the same. I got to make a graphic for that, but it's at Comedian Shang. and it is at Black Pedro.
That's what it is, y'all.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it's just time to start the show. Oh, actually, let's say hi to the bricks.
Let's give the shout out to the crew
out there in listening land. I see you on YouTube. LG, Aaron Kingsley, Sandy English, Compton's finest, Damani Jones. I see y'all. Nicole H. finally out of jail. Cool, good to see you back. Breezy JJ's, Nadia TV, Miss Adverb. Oh, she got the old moniker back. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Damani
trademark on it, really?
Why does Damani Jones sound like a black exploitation movie? And featuring Damani Jones.
Michael Jai White is Damani Jones.
By the way, I don't know why when I wear this hat, I look like I'm coming to help the community plant plant vegetables. Like, brothers and sisters, we need to get our lives together.
You kind of look with the glasses too. You kind of look like if Malcolm X went skiing or something like that.
Yeah, it gets cold. It gets cold because you know why? Because you're covered by all this white.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gonna need glasses soon. He think it ain't happening. It's coming.
Sorry about the jail food, Nicole H. Glad you're back. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Black Pedro comedian Shang. This is today's show. It's Wednesday, December 11th, 2024, in the time space.
Yeah.
It is currently 3:09 p.m. on the West Coast of America. That being said, I don't know what you got for him, Shang, but
I got two things. Elon Dust, and I'm definitely want to talk about his punk ass.
Okay, so you want to talk about Elon?
Yeah, for sure. There's some of the shit that's going on. PBS canceled the one-on-one with him. A couple other stations, which I think he shouldn't get a platform because he is still just a regular. He's the richest citizen, but he's just a citizen. He's not in a position of power from a governmental standpoint. I don't know why they feel he should have all his say. But we're gonna talk about the first thing that made me want to holler.
Make you want to holler.
All right. I want to give him what he gave.
Also, I'm gonna have a Black Pedro pop in for you today, guys. Hello, Governor.
Wow, that's the teaser.
That's the topic. Hello, Governor. That being said, this is one that happened a few days ago, maybe even last week, but yeah, we had not talked about it with the many things that are going on, but
yeah,
I am all choked up over the fact that white fear wins.
Hey man, that pun is very tacky and distasteful. I think that you need to take that back, man.
Nobody,
yeah, I mean that was wrong, man. It's just
savage AF. We're not classy AF, but
okay, well, all right, but that hit me a certain way. Like, you know what? I felt it in my throat. Right there, dude. Yeah, right around my throat.
What we're talking about is white fear wins as the subway strangler, as I'm calling him. I think his name is Daniel Penny. Goes free.
Yeah, for Mr. Curly Perm.
And
I think he's still a bitch, and I wish that he would. I wish it would have been some UFC fighter that got out of it, reversed it, got full mount, and then choked his ass out. It's bullshit.
So, for those who don't know what we're talking about specifically, we'll set it up properly before we give all the feelings away. On the New York subway, a black man who had mental issues. He was, homeless or unhoused, as people like to say. Yeah, so on the subway one day, I guess this guy was being belligerent, this black man, and threatening people, according to witnesses, and a white man. Here's the contrast between the two. I'll bootleg it up here for you.
Yeah, okay. Curly McCurliton and
named Daniel Perry, Daniel Penny, who I believe was a veteran. I could be wrong. But
yeah, he was.
Used a rear chokehold to subdue this black man. And here's what threw me off, because eventually this Daniel Penny was found not guilty of criminally negligent homicide. But I thought this was kind of open shut case, because you choke a man out and he dies. He was a Marine, LG. Thank you. You choke a man out, he dies. It seems pretty, at least manslaughter, right? Like, you might not have meant to kill him, but you did. But what I didn't realize, I guess, since this verdict came out, was that apparently the victim, he did not pass away immediately.
Right. They didn't give him assistance once they got there.
But I think he was alive for a few days after the incident, and then eventually passed away. So there was room for doubt, in terms of like the immediate causality of his death. I think it's bullshit, but I mean, legally in a courtroom, that's how the game gets played.
Yeah, but if you know the whole situation, I don't know if y'all know, it was 5 minutes of him choking him. It was 2 stops. People were trying to stop him. Another man grabbed the guy's arm, that a homeless man that was having a little bit of a problem, when he was threatening people, grabbed his hands and said, "Okay, you can let him go now. Stop choking him. I got his hands." So he couldn't have did anything. Another man was on his legs. So even if he stopped choking him, he wouldn't have been able to get up and hurt anybody. So this man, for 2 stops on a subway, 5 minutes, choked this man and knew what he was doing. And this evil Curly McCurliton looks like he definitely has swastikas somewhere in his house, and as placemats.
He looks like he looks like the dude from South Park, if South Park wasn't successful.
Yeah.
Like, what named Trey Stone?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like him, but like if the show hadn't taken off, he's like, "Fucking, I'm killing everybody."
Yeah, I mean,
here's the other thing that I wanted to highlight, and I think this is correct, but I don't believe that the victim had actually attacked
touched anybody. He hadn't.
He was yelling, screaming, and we've all been around, homeless people that are, have mental issues and are not
That
being taken.
yell, scream.
Yeah,
That's
and
New York.
they present violently, and it's nerve wracking, even scary. But most of the time, at least in my experience, 10 out of 10 times so far, I haven't seen a homeless person actually attack somebody. I know it happens, but that that shit happens, right? So but it's rare. So as far as I understand, then what you have is like, because another thing that came out from the trial is that which I didn't know, is that there were witnesses testifying, about how they feared for their life, or they were very scared for their life or safety, and that was part of Daniel Penny's defense, the Subway Stranglers defense, I should say. And what it reminds me of is that white fear thing, that stand your
Oh
ground.
yeah.
Oh, he made me scared, so we choked him out. You know what I mean? And there's just like, there's lynchings, there's notes of lynching on it. Notes of,
He made me scared. I wish that white people
police black people.
Yeah.
I mean, move to another car. Like, get up out of your seat and get away from the guy. Like, go
your punk ass away. But the bottom
get off
line
at the
is,
next stop. You really feel like that? Like, but
they need to just say, I have a lot of bitch in me, and the bitch in me is just, it overwhelms me.
But it's that white guy, I've got this. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like, I can solve this problem on my own, or we can stop this nigger, kind of thing. And it just feels like that.
What you say? What do you mean? It feels like what is it? White privilege?
Yeah, man, it's got a lot of notes on it. Miss Adverb says the Marine suffered from PTSD, and that wasn't addressed by the VA.
So
a whole other issue. Either way, like I don't disagree with that. But I think we all agree that this dude did not have the right to choke this man out.
Choke him to death over a
And
5-minute period. Over a 5-minute period. Think about that. 2 subway stops. What the fuck? People telling you stop. People helping you, restrain the man, even if he was doing something crazy. You had 2 grown men restrain him too, and you still kept choking. Fuck you and fuck anybody else. And all the New Yorkers that was out there like saying free Penny and all this other shit, and all these white people saying all this stuff. They're saying like he's a hero and he saved a bunch of lives. Get the fuck out of here. He didn't save no lives. He took a life, and now the justice system keeps showing us our life don't fucking matter. That's why BLM, Black Lives Matter, the real BLM, Pedro, not the fraud BLM was, do we fucking matter? In the court's eyes, do we ever fucking matter, man? I'm telling you, if that dude walk around without getting squabbled, if he don't get squabbled, I'll be disappointed. There's a lot of thugs out there. Do you think?
I wouldn't go just picking fights with Marines either, guys.
No, jump. No, fuck
this.
that. You know what? Fuck that jumping. I don't give a fuck who you are.
YT Johnson says everyone on the subway is tired of threats. No doubt. No doubt. But the solution is not to choke dudes out. You know what I mean? Especially if they haven't actually harmed you. And like I said, like the first thing I was taught in self-defense was to avoid conflict. So I question why all these people who were so terrified didn't find some way to move away. You know, and on a packed train, if it was so packed, then what was the dude going to do anyways? You can't move anyway. So like there's another solution besides choke the dude out.
But choke the dude to death. Okay, the bottom line is
didn't die immediately. I see how in court there was room for doubt. Like that it sucks.
So he can walk free. Again, I don't care if he's a Marine. I don't give a fuck. Y'all see him, y'all jump him. That's the message from me today. Seeing you and some boys be like, hey, well, you jump people for other dumb reasons. Jump
make sure y'all can fight because
make sure you can.
Don't be the niggas that tried to jump Cam Newton because that didn't go well. That was silly.
He did.
That's all I'm saying, Shane. You got to watch the advice. Like, have hands before you throw them.
Ragdoll this motherfucker. Nah, I mean, some of you UFC fighters that didn't make it all the way to the championship, now you're retired, but you still got the skills. Find this dude. Mop this dude. Mollywop this dude. He deserves it. Fuck that. I think him and a lot of these white people that get away with murder, they should never feel safe. That's which way I feel like. I know that sounds bad, and Savage AF, we're probably going to get flagged for it. But I'm going to tell you right now,
violence. He just said they shouldn't feel safe. Which I'm
they shouldn't feel. Not only shouldn't they feel safe, they shouldn't be safe. If you're at a Dairy Queen, if you're at the Dairy Queen, you're getting yourself something, maybe an ice cream cone. You should always be looking over your shoulder for the nigga that's behind you that's getting to get Dairy Queen, because maybe he's allowed to choke you the fuck out. There was 2 men on him. There was 2 men on this man, one holding his hands, one holding his legs, and you still stayed on him and choked him for 5 minutes. Fuck that. You weren't in danger. You weren't a hero. You're a bitch, and I hope that you burn in hell.
And I hope you burn in hell. What seems to be Days of Joy favorite movie right now. Treehead said Trump would have pardoned him if he got convicted anyways. Preach, my sister. Miss Adverb will soon be selling the What Would Shang Do bracelets. They'll make a great this holiday season.
Wow.
So
wait, hold up. Can I say something, Pedro, and then I'll let it go? Who in this feed thinks I'm wrong? Anybody that's watching this on YouTube or Facebook thinks I'm wrong that 5 minutes of choking a man when other people assisted you to able to restrain this man is justified. Even if he didn't die immediately, he died from the fucking thing you did. Imagine it was a black guy choking a white guy out. We got to use the whataboutism in this situation. We always get like penalized way harsher for the exact same fucking activities. So I don't want to hear that shit. Eat a planet of dicks And anybody that don't agree with me and to do what I hope that somebody see you and like you said, Pedro, able to fight. I hope you run into a couple UFC fighters that just, wife that cheated on them and they in a mood. They grab you and pretzel you to fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Adverb. Miss Adverb.
IT Johnson does not agree with you, Shane. He says you're wrong.
Shut up. Shut up.
LG says, nope, you are correct. Feel free to chime in on that. Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah. It's, I mean, something needs to change. Some sort of paradigm shift has to occur that, does deter random white people from thinking they can police black people. Like, there to me, there's very clear moments when you actually need to defend yourself, and it's when somebody is like swinging on you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right,
yeah, like that's just what that is. If you don't feel safe, if you are scared, if you feel threatened, those are your feelings, to be honest. Like, that doesn't mean you're actually either being threatened or going to be harmed, right? So there is this sort of critical moment in which you have to react. I'd say stay ready for that moment, but to sort of preemptively choke somebody out because you were scared.
Right. And YT Johnson, listen, you got me mad, disgruntled. Black dudes jump white dudes in the subway all the time. Number one, no, they don't. Number two,
plus, what did those white dudes do to deserve that?
Right.
Yeah.
Not that doesn't happen all the time.
How did that white guy get that job? Yeah. How did his grandfather or great grandfather get that land that they used to build a house on that then they raised a lovely family in and then pass it on from generation to generation, and then they refinance that home and then double it, and then when everything goes wrong they move out the city, but they still rent it out to Negroes at an extremely high price above the value of the actual property. And now the kids who live now next to a dump or a railroad or some shit like that get the thing in their lungs, and now they can't make the track team, and then they never make it out the hood.
Okay.
That's why white dudes get jumped on the subway.
That's why he basically gave you the backstory. That's the backstory. The backstory with this guy is whether he had PDS, whitey, whatever he had, the bottom line is it's still pretty extreme to continue to choke somebody for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
30 seconds, you can kill somebody. 30 seconds. Cops have killed. That's why they ban the chokeholds from cops, because you can crush somebody's windpipe in 30 seconds. So for him to do that for 5 minutes after people were saying, let him go. Okay, we got him. It's over. Whether he was acting crazy or not, once the people jumped on him, the other men assisted. You could have let him go. That was your crazy town talk in your head. Shut your mouth.
YT comes back. Black dudes in a group will attack one white dude. That's in England's underground. Okay, so now you just brought up England, which is the original cracker. So if you're wondering why white dudes are getting jumped in the tube, it's because the British Crown for many years colonized Africans, shipped them all around the world as if they were commodities, used them to build wealth, stole jewels from all over the place, excavated lands, and then committed genocide. So yeah, you might get your ass jumped in the tube every now and then.
Right. I mean, you know what it's called? It's called it's actually called racial payback. I watch boxing. It is. It's called what? I watch boxing, and anytime a black boxer beats a white dude up, I go, one for the team.
Yeah.
I know it sounds bad. Anytime somebody black is winning at something, UFC, boxing, anything like that, I go, they've had such an advantage in the country and such an advantage across the board with all aspects of life. When they take a L, I don't feel that bad. Even if it's a justified thing and they're right to be like, hey, that was wrong. I don't care. The injustices that have been done to us they overshadow by far the shit that's done to them. So fuck that. Whitey Johnson, whatever the fuck your real You know what, YT? You know what, man? Wish you was in that subway train that day and you said something crazy. And I wish some crazy white man choked you out. Not to death, but enough that you were
You
close.
you see the light, and then you're like, come back, and then you're like, I saw everything, and now I've learned. Like an Ebenezer Scrooge type thing, where you see the cracker you could be, the cracker that you are,
Right.
and the cracker that you were.
The,
All right, so let's keep it pushing now, Shane. You want to talk about Elon? You said,
yeah,
say,
Elon Musk, who makes like it's this thing I used to say where he makes my ass itch. He just not that I don't wash my ass. It's a metaphor for irritation. If your ass is itching, you can't scratch it. It's irritating. And Elon Musk, I saw this. I had posted this before, but I wanted to make sure that y'all heard this again. This is what is going on with Trump that is actually putting people in a position of power that should not have it. And watch this video and you'll see what I mean.
Elon Musk is an immigrant billionaire who gets corporate welfare to the tune of billions of dollars from our government. An immigrant billionaire getting corporate welfare saying, I want to cut your grandma's Social Security. This is insanity. This guy should be fucking deported. Are you kidding me? Come into our country, shake down our government, getting bullshit subsidies that you don't need, so stealing taxpayer money, and then you're going to turn around and say, hey, you know those few programs that help regular people? Get rid of them.
What the fuck? This evil villain, billionaire villain, is actually trying to make sure that not only Social Security, but the VA and everything else, and the fact that he came out again today and Trump said he definitely is going to put him in that position of power. And what absolute madness. Think about that, y'all. Think about that.
Oh shit, Damani Jones. LG called it absolute madness. Damani Jones says Musk is not an American. Dog, he's South African. That's cracker after the British. Like them some apartheid cracker. Like for real, his dad was an apartheid dude. Oh yeah, Damani, and yeah, him and his brother came here on student visas and wasn't going to or stopped going to school, overstayed the visas, eventually somehow got the shit taken care of, but they were here illegally.
And he's never created anything. There's a meme going around, which I think is a good meme. He didn't create Tesla, he bought it. He didn't create Twitter, he bought it. He didn't create all of the things that you think he did. A SpaceX, he didn't create that, bought it. And he didn't create Trump, he bought him. And at the end of the day, he shouldn't have any say over Social Security. And him and what Swami Slamadami, what's his name? Swami Buddha Slammy. What is his name? Both of them are talking about cutting. Yeah, they're talking about cutting all these different things in government, but at the same time, all of them, for some reason, is targeted to people that are older or that aren't in a position, that are financially not in that position, or the poor. So nobody sees that. It's part of his white supremacy that he inherited from his father. He always says some slick shit. If you go on X or Twitter, he's always saying some slick racial shit. He needs hands too. In fact, he needs a couple hot, steamy hand sandwiches.
Hand sandwich. Yeah, man. So for those who didn't know, yes, you do have a man who is South African apartheid descendant, and
descendant, but has that mentality too. Still does have that mentality. And
Ms. Alfred asked, how is someone who isn't from America making American policy? Now, you could potentially say the same thing about Ilhan Omar, right? So But the way America works, and I get what you're saying, but the way America works is that, you can, I believe Elon Musk is a citizen at this point. And once you become a citizen, no matter where you come from, you are American, and you could be anything except for the president, to be honest. But the president has to be born in America. But other than that, but so it's not just that. It's the way he's making American policy, which isn't through the political system, but well, it is, but just financially and through influence, and not by running for it or being voted for by the people, which and Ilhan Omar, has done. So,
Right.
but
And
I
and and
question, because I
he-
get exactly what you're saying.
other than Tesla, because Tesla had stock is doing well. I'm not going to act like it's not, and Tesla's doing well. But the bottom line is everything else he's done is pretty much shit the bed, as they say, the white folks.
Well,
They shit.
that's why he's lobbying Trump so hard, is that, and backed him, is because he's going to be in his ear about these government contracts, everything
That will go against other electric car.
that
Yeah.
will help his companies, because he has mad companies with government contracts. So,
And he also, if you look at the money that Twitter or X has lost now, if you look at Blue Sky, the reason Blue Sky is getting so many people, and that's the person that sold it to him and created Blue Sky. That's where the creator of Blue Sky. It's
and
lost.
yet we're both on Blue Sky now.
Yes, we're both on Blue Sky.
Anything.
We're both on here.
Me says they are a part of an advisory group that doesn't exist and hasn't been created yet. They have literally no power. Doge. But listen,
But Trump's gonna give it to him.
But they do have power, actually. I would disagree with you on this one. Your voice is righteous, but you missed the target on this one. Okay. The power is having Donald Trump's ear, which they already have. And even more than money, if you can pull the strings of the guy that can push the button, then you pushing the button.
Yeah.
So
the reason I was mad about the fact that you say, well, he's not an American, whether he is a legal citizen now, who the fuck, he's putting so many unqualified motherfuckers that have no say, that shouldn't have no say whatsoever in those type of policies. It's just as simple as that. If you look at all of the slick shit they're doing, if you look at Gabby, who is really pretty much down for Russia. She's pretty much down for Russia. If you look at some of the people's qualifications, I mean, half of their qualifications are like real creepy. The one dude fucking around with girls, Gates fucking around with little young girls and doing all kind of creepy shit, and was up for fucking sex trafficking. Everybody that he's putting in a position, all of them sound like active villains. If you look at the Legion of Doom, every one of those motherfuckers had mommy issues. Every one of them, except for I think the one guy that can turn into rock. Except for him, he was pretty solid. But everybody else, yeah, everybody else is bullshit. And anybody that thinks that Trump, who actually I still don't understand why he's not in jail, but I called it. The bottom line is I found out something new today. Even though he's president, he still might get hit with those huge fucking fines that he was supposed to pay, because they're like, no, those fines went into effect before you were president. Again, by the dumbass Americans.
That shit.
Yeah,
that shit. Dumb fuckistan.
No, he's not gonna pay it. But I hope that I saw the article. I hope that takes effect, or if he lives through this, because I don't know if he's gonna live through this. Trump ain't the most healthy dude. I don't know if y'all noticed. The motherfuckers, every interview, he's shitting on himself. He is. They have diapers. People say they can smell how bad he smells. He smells putrid.
That's that McDonald's.
Yeah, he smells putrid. And the bottom line is, I don't know if he'll live, but the bad thing about it is JD Vance might step in and try to push his agenda and that's gonna be fucked up for everybody. And black people that don't get it twisted. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be bad shit. And YT Johnson, I'm challenging someone's health. Number one, you ain't been around me, YT Johnson. Shut the fuck up. I'm starting to get tired of your trolling. I know Pedro don't make it don't make no difference. I'm about to block your ass, and you about to be blocked, man. I'm getting sick of it. You're not bringing nothing smart to the fucking
Stay on
table.
topic.
Yeah, man. You just keep saying that. One, I am healthy for my age. Number one. Number two, I'm getting it done. Number three, you wish you could do what the fuck I do for a living, bitch. So stop. You're starting to irritate me. I mean, every day, it's either you're going heavy into pain after Pedro for some dumb shit or trying to say little snipey shit, and there you saying some shit to me. I'm done with that shit. You about to be blocked, bro.
Miyu says, Miss Adverb is praying to the Big Mac gods, by the way. Oh, special sauce, rain down. Miyu says, Trump's ear is open to whatever billionaire pays him. Trump sent out a tweet today that he will pay anyone who invests $1 billion in America will receive expedited approvals and permits. Damn. Just blatantly slanging contracts out. That shit is crazy. He does illegal shit out loud, and it's just like, what? I feel like it's the subway. He's the subway guy. Like, you can't choke it. I mean, we were scared. You were scared, right? I was scared. He made me nervous, so I fucking choked him.
What? You can't sell little boys? What happened? What's wrong with that? I mean, that is white privilege. And I'm not trying to. I'm racist. If that's it, people call me racist once. I guess I'm racist then. Because if it's like, oh no, I'm not racist. I'm prejudiced. Because the bottom line is you keep getting away with all of this bullshit. White people getting away with bullshit, murder constantly. White cops will do murderous shit, get away with it. Politicians that are white, stock trading, all kind of shit that they are flat out guilty, get away with it. And this is the same situation. Fuck them. I'm prejudiced. Yeah, Gina, I'm prejudiced. Because I'm not, and I have white friends, just like they said they got black friends. I got white friends. But sometimes they say some fuck shit. They got to get checked. And that's the thing. White people, you should be checking white people like this. And the white people that I do see that are checking the white people that are bad, continue to do that. Because then we know you're an ally to not only us, but the facts and truth. So fuck that.
Yeah, bottom line is, white people, you got work to do to prove you're not racist.
You got work to do.
Yeah,
no, there's black people that know there's white people that got a good heart. And I know that for a fact. I know there's white people with good heart. I know there was white people that went down south and tried to help pertaining to all of the Jim Crow and the remnants of slavery. They were still fighting it, but we got to keep fighting. That's why Pedro made a good point to me, because I was feeling like fuck Savage AF and fuck it after he won, and hey, what the fuck we gonna talk about? And it's like, well, this ain't the time. Like you said, this ain't the time to get quiet. If anything, this is the time to be like, hey, it's some bullshit.
Stop that, man.
Yeah.
Thief. But yeah, so and you know, that's why we talk about these things. We see clearly he's Trumpty Dumpty, that is, and Lady Hazel May is a little racist. She says she's racist. Okay, she's going ahead.
Well, are you racist? Would you say no? Pedro's not racist. I'm not racist. Because I'm not in a position of power to implement any of my fucking feelings like that.
But you know, I do. Like, I know we talk about, and especially with America, that like black people can't really be racist here, right? Because it's more of this like systematic thing than we don't. But that's on a macro level. But I do see, you know, either hypotheticals or maybe they've occurred where, you know, black person, you own some shit. Let's say a hotel. Sorry.
Damn.
You're a black person, you own a hotel or some kind of business or whatever, a restaurant, and you refuse to serve white people. Like, it would be racist. It would also be justified, but it would be racist.
But how often does that happen in the reverse?
Saying,
right. Yeah.
There on a micro level, there are hypothetical situations where black people could be racist, but That's not prevalent in our society.
It's not.
None of it is holding white people back from anything.
Right. I mean, you look at if you look at you look at black people's wealth and white people's wealth, and I don't mean to go. I'm on one today. Sorry. And Whitey Johnson, you touched the nerve, and and then when a motherfucker
touching stuff.
Like when I remember. My nickname was Squeaky when I was little for a while because I used to poke this Doberman Pinscher through his gate, and then finally the dog figured a way to get his head through the gate and bit me in the neck. He bit me in the neck and messed up my neck, and now it's why are you laughing?
Well, considering your history with dogs,
I was little then. It was older,
but you was fucking with the dog. Is what you were doing.
I used to poke.
You poking it with a stick.
I was poking him through the gate with a stick, and he
deserved that, Shane.
No, I didn't say I didn't. Now that as I got
now you be like fuck dogs.
So
like
you're laughing. Hold up.
You're
laughing at a. Hold up. I'm trying to understand, Pedro. You're laughing at a 5-year-old child that got a Doberman Pinscher that bit him in the neck, and you think that's okay? You think that's okay?
Not a 5-year-old child, but you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It was me.
You're like,
no,
and I'd be like, oh, that's horrible.
And he bit me, and then now that I'm older, I go, well, I was poking him in the face with a stick, So
Gene Emerson says that's discrimination, not racism. Well, racism is discrimination just based on the thing. Like you could discriminate against fat people, but I said specifically, if I refuse to serve white people at my establishment or have white customers or service white clients, that would be racist on me. Like it would be discrimination based on their race, based on the color of their skin. Now it might not lead to me lynching them or something like that. Like, yeah, it wouldn't go.
Or choking them out in a subway.
It would still be racism based
on
putting
my knee on somebody's neck for 11 minutes as they die. And do I got to keep going through all of the instances of it's not even close. It's a false equivalency to say that we do even a fraction of the shit that is done to us. In comedy, I know that for a fact. I've been doing it a long time, and Pedro been doing it a long time. There are situations where it is evident that the only reason we're not getting ahead pertaining to some comedy club or whatever else is race. So it's always something. We always got to put that into the equation. Well, what do you put into the equation for somebody that when I see a white bum, when I go, no, you're just a bum.
Wow.
Yeah, you have everything in society to set you up to fucking win, and you still failed.
Trump, they could be a vet.
Okay, it can be a vet. I mean, I'm gonna those percentages out, but most of them, you're just a bum. No, you're just a bum. And I'll take the percentage out of a vet that went through some Vietnam vets or something. Take those percentage out of white folks. I'm talking about people where they are just bums. When they fail up, when you got somebody like Trump that was given $200 million and they said, well, he built this empire. Motherfucker, you started with $200 million. And you still went bankrupt 6 times. Six times.
That's hard to do, though. That is a skill. It's a skill.
You fucked up with a casino.
Most people couldn't do that.
Stop it. Fakes. What was it? The Trump University. Water. He had Trump water. Who don't want fucking water?
That business dried up. Yeah. Lady Hazel May. She said, I'm kidding. Everybody trips out when they find out my ex-husband is white. Like I committed a crime. Girl.
That don't got shit to do with it. No.
Let that white man have sex with you?
How dare you? I swear on everything I love. Listen, love is love, okay? And it took me a while. I wasn't until I was in my 30s that I was feeling that way because I was opposite of that. But love is love at the end of the day. And I'm not saying that because of any other reason of that's a fact. But the bottom line is, even if you do have somebody that your ex-husband was white or your man, your lady, whatever, it don't make no fucking difference. You can still call out wrong. And there's stuff that's not white or black. It's just fucking wrong. So
going to dog hell.
Wow.
That's speaking of wrong. She just said,
You kill a few dogs, and all of a sudden,
"All right, now you the dog murderer."
now,
All right.
now
Savage
you don't
AF.
want you. Hey, let me see your little dog. I don't kill, like, I'll be snapping puppies' necks. I'm just saying, fuck German Shepherds. German Shepherds have always had a history in my mind that they were the ones they let loose on women down in the South and let them rip up women. They used to train them with black dummies and make the dogs go after black skin. So fuck
I
that.
would say focused on the people who train the dog, not the dog.
No, I
Dogs
think
aren't-
the dog too.
dogs aren't
Fuck the dog.
racist.
The dogs are racist too. Oh, come on.
All right, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts.
And I'm
man.
glad I killed the dog, and I ain't gonna take it back. And I hope he
And I
burned
hope
in
he
hell.
burns in hell.
I never felt bad. Like, I didn't feel bad one day. Not one day. I was like, yo, fuck that dog. What am I supposed to do? Let him bite me and rip me all up? Fuck dogs. And you know what? Yeah. And if y'all love dogs, whatever. Dogs is bitches. That's factual.
The female ones technically are, yeah.
Yeah.
Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Listen, I do have something positive. If we don't want somebody like Elon Musk or Vivek Ramaswamy,
You got something positive in this country?
in our government running dumb fuckistan. I met somebody the other day that I think should. It's my turn to give it to you, and when I do, I'm gonna give it to you like this.
Hey, hey, hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, 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 with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey,
Switch it.
It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Oh man, so yeah, these politics, they get heavy. There's a lot of hypocrites out there. Oh, that's a video side. Here we go.
You got it?
So, there's a lot of obviously knuckleheads that'll be coming in to the political sphere, who most likely will be given power over far too many people's lives. And they're idiots, incompetent, have no experience, and shouldn't be there. And we talk about those people a lot on the show. But last Friday, this past weekend, bartending at a random gig, it happened to be a fundraiser for a gentleman that I honestly think would be a great candidate for president of the United States.
Wow, man. That's big props.
Yeah, and I had never been in a position to meet a politician of this stature thus far, but he is the first Black governor of the state of Maryland, and only the third Black person to be a governor in United States history. But I did have a chance to meet Wes Moore. Full disclosure.
Look at that.
He is the current. Let me step over here so you can see.
I know.
Governor of Maryland, right? Like I said, only the third Black person to ever be a governor in American history. But has handled himself quite well. Stats I didn't know. This brother, he in his first year put up like 26 bills that were all passed bipartisan. Which is highly successful, I think, in anybody's political history. He also did the largest mass pardoning of marijuana convictions.
Right.
He pardoned 100, like over 175,000 individuals who were incarcerated or had, blemishes on their record due to marijuana convictions. And he's just working on a lot of other positive things. It's one of those situations where, you're watching a Black man in a room full of white people, just talking his platform. A lot of positive stuff. We're more militant on this show than most politicians would speak. So, but he's very eloquent and I think savvy with the way he navigated questions. And through all of that process, I saw a dude that I was like, oh man, this dude sounds like a president. He sounded like somebody who, without being a JB Prisker or Gavin Newsom, who was like, oh, you want to send troops to my state? I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, Gavin's going hard in the paint, man.
Yeah, Wes Moore was, I think, said the same thing. That he would protect, the people of Maryland, but in a way that, to be honest, doesn't scare white people. And that's very important in what the man has to do, right? Like,
wait a minute, why'd you say it like doesn't scare them?
That's why I could never be a politician. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
But this guy right here, I do believe is a great one. Full disclosure, I also did go to undergrad with his younger sister. So shout out to Shawnee Moore as well. But so it was all a small world. I text her like, I think I'm about to bartend for your brother's thing, and she, that was just a cool back and forth real quick. But that being said, even beyond that connection there, I really did see a presence of a person
that has a potential.
Yeah, I've never met anybody that I thought could be a president of the United States. I honestly have never personally met somebody, but this guy, I think, the way he handled the bridge collapse. I mean, they just threw a disaster.
Oh no, he was so on point with that, man. I haven't seen anybody as efficient as him.
And he checks a lot of boxes. He has a great sort of comeback story. He has a military history. I didn't realize he was 82nd Airborne.
Yeah.
So the resume points seem to be thorough.
But you know what?
He has governor, and that's a president.
No, man.
Governor is a great path to presidency.
But you know what? I think that he has to cure cancer and close the portals from other universes before they would consider him.
He has to fix the timeline. But hello, Governor. He really felt like I met a dude that could do the gig. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of qualified people out there that I would back. But he did make a joke that he appreciated everybody being at the event, especially since none of them could vote for him. Because this was an event in Beverly Hills. But that being said, my idea was that, well, brother, if you run for president, we could all vote for you. So I'm gonna throw that out there. I'm gonna throw out.
Well, we gotta have some new people.
Wes Moore
for 2028. We got to have some people that are going to come in. But I think that he's too good. I think he's too nice. He's too safe. No, he's too nice. He's too safe. We need somebody that has almost an edge of cult of personality and wackadoo-ness and aggression to be able to beat back MAGA. I'm telling you right now,
that's a white guy thing. Like you can find a white guy that's all edgy and blah blah blah. A black politician,
right.
Like Jamal Bowman, righteous as hell, was never going to be president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? Even Hakeem Jeffries, I think, would have a tough path there. I mean, the niggas sound like they gonna fuck you up. Right? Like Jamal Bowman be like, I need Congress to pass my shit, son.
Or if you don't, Marjorie Taylor Greene, you need to step back. Jewish space lasers ain't real. And then step up to me with your crazy. Where's the security to stop this thick neck gorilla bitch?
And Kareem and Hakeem Jeffries literally, I mean, he be dropping rhymes and they dope. But I think it's gonna be hard for America. He'd be like, if you at the Capitol, then I'm gonna get at you. And that's just factual, like my motherfucking tax do.
Yeah, that dude got so much Jersey in him. He got that Jersey. He got that Jersey in him.
Yeah, so
but
like a Cory Booker, I think we have a better chance.
Cory Booker, again, he irritates the fuck out of me with that bullshit. My esteemed colleague, I think we should work. Fuck all that. We need somebody that's a dog.
That won't get you to the.
But look at in order, sometimes you got to fight crazy with crazy. You got to fight evil with evil.
Black men can't do that in
Yeah,
politics.
you can. Yeah, they can.
Not get to the presidency.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I'm talking about this brother, the governor of Maryland, potentially becoming president of the United States. That this is
that would
okay, but
he's
in
got
order
the qualifications, but he's too nice. I seen him in every interview. I was following him before he even got there. I'm telling you, he's a little too soft, dude. He needs a little bit of rugged. Gavin Newsom looks like
he's
they
82nd
made
airborne, dog.
I know, but I know in real life, but he got to
this-
bring that out. He got to bring that out.
No,
he got
this
to
is
call
why
people
we are not
out.
politicians, dog. You understand why you and I are not? We're never going to be elected.
Pedro, you could be a politician.
Not in a pre-apocalyptic world.
No, you would do horrible. You would do horrible.
Post-apocalypse, it won't matter, but
no, I mean once all of the society falls and we're all living and we have to start eating each other like cannibalism and shit. Yeah, I think then maybe, but I
have enough baked beans to rule the world.
Yeah, I just feel like he's a little too amenable. I don't know. I want somebody
that has to be like he can't be out here like I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
Yes, he can. No, he can't be. But he can be firm. He can be more firm and more
First of all,
wait a minute. Pause. I mean, he can be more aggressive with his message, and I think, unfortunately, I'm gonna say Gavin Newsom so far has got that dog in him.
But okay, here's another thing, right? You and I are Californians. This is the governor of Maryland. We don't hear this man every day. If I'm telling you that he went 26-0 on his first set of bills, he must have been effective. He must have been effective at getting his message across.
Oh yeah, no, he's savvy.
It's not what he does isn't local for us, so we're not going to hear about
of it, right?
How he actually does it either. So I'd take that with a grain of salt in terms of that judgment. Like we don't really know how he operates. I will say that some things that solidified it for me when we shook hands, the dap up was real. You know what I mean? We hit all the points and the
okay.
You know I'm saying so the dap up was real.
Okay, all right.
I know his sister, she real. Like all right. And then on top of that, this is just a feeling, but I got the distinct feeling that when he left that room, he probably mumbled something like, "You crackers better pay me, man." You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow. Okay. Okay.
Like, I just got like I didn't see that happen, but I just got that feeling like that. Oh, this brother probably real, and he's you got to talk a certain way to these people, and then when you leave the room, you're like, God damn, I hate these motherfuckers, man. Give me some hand sanitizer. Shit.
Miss Adverb, what the fuck? We need someone who has
Whoopi's vernacular and built like Blair Underwood.
I never heard nobody say built like Blair Underwood. I personally think we need somebody built like Dwayne Johnson and the vernacular of Dwayne Johnson. Because when you see that, I saw this punked episode. They had to fucking have real police. They punked him and he started showing the nigga in him. He's like, yo, I will end you. I will punch your lung away. I mean, like, and the real cops came out and said, hey, it's a prank. Stop. Please, easy. The sun's going down.
Red light, green light.
The sun's going down. Come on. I mean, so we need somebody hardcore. I just think that it's not gonna the way that they are going full blast with this shit. I don't know, man. I just feel like right now I'm starting to feel a little disgruntled, and I've been on the planet like 55 years longer than Pedro. I'm 55 years older than Pedro. Yeah, I mean, the math's off, but I'm just saying I really do see how things are changing. Things are becoming much more extreme. People, I think that honestly, the snow heathens are feeling. What the fuck?
Like,
are you going crazy? No, I didn't. Like, if I didn't know there was a gnat, and you're just going like, I'm like, Pedro, all I saw was this. I'm like, what is it's
Like a little
Pedro?
fucking gnat, dude.
Oh, I hope so. I hope it was a gnat and it wasn't just you going.
No, it's like when you get a spider web on you and nobody else can see it. You just walking down the street like,
And it makes you look crazy.
yeah. It's like,
Yeah, look, see, Miss Evans said he's on that shit. Yeah, come on, Pookie, come on, Pookie. It just keeps calling me. It keeps calling me.
I think I
All right,
hit
so I got to stop being so racist. Listen, I'm getting it together. I'm working on it. I'm not racist. I just I'm exhausted. I've dealt with it for a long time. I know everybody makes fun of me. I'm a senior citizen, and the bottom line is, I've dealt with it a lot. I mean, in deep ways, and it's just you. I think that you sometimes you have to understand, like you said, the microaggressions that we deal with really do wear on us more than other people, and that's why I am the way I am. You know,
I hear, brother. Yeah, and don't let them weigh you down. But I think I met a good brother that could make a good candidate for the United States.
It's a great picture. You should definitely post
If
it
there's
up.
still in America left.
And instead of people looking at the poster saying that's a good poster, they have to make a comment about your tie or something. See, I'm starting to get sick of y'all. I really am starting to get y'all really starting to wear on me too with your bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, this is the most sober show I've done in years. Okay.
Yeah.
So for
that's
y'all
true.
to call me some drug addict right now, joke's on you. Okay.
I have not been drinking.
I have not had a drop of alcohol all day. I've been hitting my vape pen. Okay. I found some black tar heroin while I was cleaning up my room. Did that.
Yeah, but other than that, I have not had a drop.
Really count.
That's why when somebody does other drugs and they go, you can't judge me. I have not had a drop. Now, granted, I have popped at least 10 pills and took some ecstasy, but that don't mean nothing. Let me tell y'all something before we get up out of here. One, listen, we're going to be changing a lot of stuff in 2025. Can you believe it's going to be 2025? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for the robot girls that show up and just blow you. I've been waiting for them for a while. I mean, like
had those for years, Shane.
Now, come on, the replicants. I want the replicants. I want when is that part of the future coming? But I want y'all to do me a favor. Understand we're going to be making a lot of changes. So when we go to the new studio, instead of in our living rooms, we're going to need your support just as much as you give it to us now. We're going to still be going live according to the technology and everything we have at our fingertips. So we will still be, but it will be a whole different vibe, a whole different stuff. And so we will give you all the updates as soon as we have everything together, but we will be dealing with a whole different vibe for Savage AF. So make sure that you keep subscribing. It will still be on our YouTube, still be on the Facebook. It'll still be on all the platforms. And hopefully, when he's off punishment, I'm off punishment with IG, we can actually have it on there too. So we'll let you know if we don't get flagged again or something that Pedro does or something I do makes them go, you're on punishment. You can't go live for 45 days.
Or they just send the Gestapo to knock on our door. That ain't the knock. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shane. We out of here for today. Back at them tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I got a last minute gig tomorrow, but tomorrow I will be at the Laugh Factory, believe it or not, on somebody else's show. Clapian. I'll be on his show tomorrow in San Diego at the Laugh Factory. Tonight I will be at the Paradise Room in Santa Ana at the Yost Theater. Showtime is at 8:00. I will be there with Jay Valentino, who has a huge social media following, Ali Malik and Ali Shear, a lot of Alis. And then this weekend I'll be in Texas, in Killeen, Texas, at Twice as Funny Comedy Lounge, doing 2 shows, Friday and Saturday. Make sure you tell your friends in that area to come out to Killeen, Texas. Come check out the show, and I will see y'all there.
Shit, you coming down to Texas, huh?
Yeah.
Might want to be careful there, you know, you little light-skinned son of a bitch, okay? Be careful out there, Shang, in Texas, Corey. We don't.
Yeah, I'm flying out Friday morning, and if I don't make it back, you know, tell my mother I love her.
You better drop an air tag or some shit. All right, man. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter.
By the way, I want to show this again. Hold on. That is good.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at
The
it.
minister of jokes.
Yeah, look at it.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. Just some words of wisdom here. If you are white and you voted for Donald Trump, you are racist. If you are black and you voted for Donald Trump, you are dumb. Good night.
Dumb.